Bari Weiss reportedly planning to blow up legacy media giant. Okay. Okay, you following this so far? Yeah, he's not, but Vinny, just so you know, not playing around.
I'm so focused
CBS
right now.
News director, news editor-in-chief, Bari Weiss is reportedly planning on dramatically changing network's coverage to eliminate left-wing bias and make the newsroom more efficient. Weiss has been handed a mandate for change by Paramount Skydance David Ellison, the CEO of CBS News parent company, which bought her company, the Free Press, for $150 million.
Wow.
Ellison wants Weiss to bring news that reflects reality and journalism that doesn't seek to demonize, but seeks to understand. I want to blow things up, Weiss has reportedly told her colleagues during meetings. During the hiring process, Weiss has reached out to outside talent directly rather than speaking to their agents, which is considered the traditional method of communication. She has also reportedly been highly involved in booking guests in an attempt to fix the network's ratings. Weiss is focused on trying to reshape CBS Evening News, which has consistently ranked third in place behind ABC and NBC. CBS Evening News typically average around 4 million total viewers. On the week, November 3rd, the program garnered 4.2 million viewers, 564,000 in the 24 to 54 category, which is the most important one to them, while NBC News tightly had 7.2 million with 6.6 million total viewers, as well as 929 and 883 in those demos. So I think something's going on here, Tom, but go ahead. What are your thoughts about Bari Weiss and what she's doing at CBS?
She's doing exactly what the Ellisons wanted to do. When Paramount Skydance deal gets done, Vinny, they basically bought 10 small houses in town. And do you think they want to make money on all those houses?
Of course.
To make all those Airbnbs profitable?
Of course.
If one of them has been this crazy family living on the corner and it was painted an odd color and everything, they're not having that. They're like, no, let's change it. Let's make money on all this. And so they look at it and they say, you know what? We need news that reflects reality and that doesn't seek to demonize, but seek to understand. Those sound like leadership comments that would come from people like the Ellisons. Listen, guys, we're in third place, fourth place during the elections when you get Fox and others come up there and get us. And cable's not getting any easier or any better. It's more of a streaming world. What the hell are we doing? If you're setting your goal to stay in first place, congratulations, kids, you've succeeded admirably. But that's not what they're saying. They're saying, we think CBS needs to get back to where it was. Once upon a time, it was the Tiffany Network, and Bari Weiss has been giving a charge. So what has she done? She's made some changes. She didn't do it all on day one. She's waited, what is this, like 45 days now? Mm-hmm. And so now she's saying, we're going to blow this thing up, which is like, I believe what's going on, Pat, is Bari Weiss has done some things over the first 45 days, and some of them have been successful. Some she's getting resistance inside. She had to go. Why was she going direct to talent rather than talking to agents, Vinny? If you have a comedy place that's just not run very well, sometimes you have to break through and they just call you direct rather than deal with all the agents. Man, there's so much BS going back and forth. We can't get a deal done. So I'm calling you directly. Yeah. Has that ever happened to you?
Yeah,
and you're doing a festival or a comedy jam or something? Of course it does. That's happening at CBS. And she had some success with some things. She did a couple things. And now she's like, all right, you guys have had your chance. And now she's saying publicly, I'm going to blow up this thing. And there's leaks of the people she's talking to. So she went out and she booked her own guests for things, called people directly. Hey, I worked with you back over here. I need you on here. Come on up here. Let's do this. Let's do that. And now she's saying, and we're going to change some of the people. And she's announced some of the people she's leaving. So now the Daily Caller comes out and says, reportedly planning to blow up legacy meeting. What the headline should be, Pat, Bari Weiss losing patience with the pace of which legacy CBS is cooperating, and she's putting more people on notice because she has a pen and she has a mandate, and that's what's happening.
When you hired an entrepreneur to come and do a corporate job that's been political for God knows how many decades, he's going to come and mix it. She's going to come and mix it up in ways that they're not going to like it. And by the way, part of a $150 million deal, Tom, how much of that $150 million deal you think is not really free press? Is that the name of the company?
Yeah,
I think
free
it's
press.
called. How much of it you think is free press, and how much of it is like, listen, pay me $150 million, come and run the entire company? So part paying for the business, part paying for is she getting a salary at CBS, Rob, on top of the $150 million? Can you ask ChatGPT, is Bari Weiss getting paid a salary on top of?
What would you say? Yes, I would assume. If she's
No,
there.
I think it's a share. Yeah, probably, but it can't be that much because it's got to be tied to specific bonuses. Like if I were to hire her, we buy her business, no problem. But now it's like, hey, come and increase rating and sponsorship. And there's a major deal appointment. It's $150 million.
Cash and stock.
Cash and stock. At the same time, she was appointed and chief. Sometimes so it implies that between $100 to $200 million for her venture. Available coverage. Yeah, but is there a salary involved? Or is it just an equity and a bonus deal if she increases?
I think it was an acqui-hire, where you acquire something, but you're hiring the people.
Both together. Yeah. And what do you think that number would be, Tom?
I think she's getting, most people look at it, did not think Free Press was worth that amount of money.
Of course.
Now, was it successful? Was it growing? Was she a force of nature behind it? Yes, yes, and yes. And by all accounts, she was doing a good job entrepreneurially. But was it worth the full 150, or was it maybe worth 70, and we'll give you 4 years, 20 a year on this deal to do it? You also don't know, the Ellisons are not dumb. The Ellisons are not dumb. And these deals, you also have earnouts. And you have things that play into place. Hey, the Free Press can't fall apart. It's got to keep doing well, kind of keep doing this. But I think that there's a very, very meaningful percent, Pat, that was for her to be the leader, and the rest of it was for the Free Press as a fairly valued podcast asset.
But the Free Press only had 367,000 subscribers. To give somebody $150 million for that means they really like her, they really trust her. And I mean, Pat, at the end of the day, how hard, and I'm being genuine, Tom, how hard is it to just say, guys, your model sucks? I mean, it's not like a breaking news flash. You guys are just one-sided, the political arm of the left and the Democratic Party. CNN's model, Pat, even though CNN's still not doing good, the only show that people are watching that goes viral, that has clips, is Scott Jennings going against everybody and destroying them. That's meaning it's entertaining and it's informative, and you're not just being propaganda for one side over and over and over. I don't think it takes a genius to say, guys, enough is enough. Just like what we talk about with Bob Iger with Disney. How many billions of dollars do you have to lose to wake up and say, we don't want that LGBTQ crap in the movies. We don't want this pushing the transgender stuff. We don't want you to push anything on us, especially our children. I don't think it takes a genius to go in there and say, guys, enough. And it takes her to do it. I think she's going to do it, but I don't think it's that outlandish of an idea to just say, guys, stop. Like, it doesn't work. We're losing money. Look at late night TV with Kimmel, these guys. They're losing all this money, but guess what? It's worth it because the sponsors are giving money because they want their party to win.
Right. Well,
right?
Two things happen when you go into a corporation like this. The first thing is it's not 10 people in a room that you can talk like that.
Yeah.
You can talk to 10 people at a time like that. But then the rest of it is it's worse than the cartels of Mexico. These people are behind this person. They're protecting this. These people are behind this one. It's all political. And you have political groups lined up behind shows, behind divisions and departments. And you're trying, Bari Weiss, trying to figure out who can you trust, really trust? Who says to you, man, I've been working here for the last 5 years. I've been really waiting for someone like you. How do you identify who are the people that are real and the people that are full of crap and need to go? And the next reality is you can't fire everybody on day one. Otherwise, there's no one at the fire department. You know what I mean? And you can't run a business. So you have to win the hearts of those who are going to follow the plan and then carefully, surgically remove the people that aren't. And then sometimes you don't go to your lawyers to call the agents anymore. You call the talent directly. You start having meetings directly. That sends a leadership message inside the organization that says, okay, not all of you are cooperating, but some of this as an entrepreneur, I'm going to go do myself.
Adam.
So Bari Weiss is officially a media power player. I don't know where she was on your top 50 list or when you do these lists. I don't even know if she was on the list. She's going to be on that list this time. Maybe top 10, maybe top 20. I don't know where she currently ranks, but she's on that list. 2020, she was famous for basically pulling a Jerry Maguire type move at the New York Times, basically calling out the groupthink and the woke left establishment that basically runs the New York Times. She then built this Free Press. She catapulted to the Paramount CBS world, cut a check for $150 million, received that money, whatever that looks like. And now she's basically a major, major player. She's Her name has been mentioned on this podcast more times in the last month than maybe in the last 5 years. Would you disagree with that, PBD? So she's doing something.
Agree.
Thank you. She's doing something. She's doing something right, and I wish her luck.
Yeah, and I think if the business model goes right, don't be surprised if, the likelihood of this happening is not going to be as high as Bari, because Bari's ran a business before and she knows what it is to run a business. But don't be surprised if CNN comes in and so a David Ellison type buys them and a Scott Jennings is getting something that he does, a bigger role than what he has. Not, I keep saying he's a CEO of CNN, but I'm talking a bigger job than he currently has today. Who knows?
Touche.
He got offered to go to different places. He says, I don't want to be somewhere. I think he was offered to go to Fox. He turned it down and he's staying where he's at. A lot of moving parts right now. You see Brett Baer is still, available and, free agent-ish. You're seeing some of the names that are getting the phone call. Scott Jennings even got a call, I believe, from Bari Weiss about CBS, but we'll see. We'll see what happened next. The FLB shoes. By the way, I am officially on, let me see this. I'm on day 57 out of 58 that I've worn these shoes. Love wearing these shoes every single day. I think Vinny's got it on. The other night we went to dinner. Vinny was wearing this black pants, white shirt with the FLB shoes. We walk into the restaurant, 7 girls lined up waiting to meet with Vinny.
One girl was crying. She was crying. She was shaking.
She was crying. She was shaking.
The shoes. I was like, I can't.
Are you Ringo Starr?
So for those of you guys that are asking about getting the shoes before Christmas for your husband or your sons or your friend, this is what you want to be thinking about. Size black and brown. Size black and brown. Let me see this thing here from Langhorne. So let's go to or what's available. So size black and brown. If you want to get them, size 9, 10, and 11 are available to get before Christmas. White, all sizes are available except for 7, 7.5, and 8.5. Navy, 8, 9, 9.5, 10, and 11 are available before Christmas. Of course, after Christmas, shipment is coming. That'll be here New Year's. These things, we can't even keep these on the shelves, to be honest with you, with the shoes. Once you put them on, just go read the reviews, with people reading reviews, writing reviews when they bought them. Once you put them on, you'll realize why this has become as hot of an item for us as we expected it. Took us 2 years to do this, Rob. If you want to play the clip on that, we'll get into the stories. Here's the FLB shoes. Go for it. When we set out to create a shoe that blends comfort, function, and luxury, we had the choice to make it fast. We had the choice to make it cheap. We chose neither. Instead, we chose Tuscany, Italy. We chose true Italian craftsmanship, each pair touched by 50 skilled hands. We chose patience, spending 2 years perfecting every detail, and we chose the finest quality at every step. Introducing the Future Looks Bright collection. Not rushed, not disposable, not ordinary. Rather, intentional, luxurious, timeless. I love it. Designed in Florida, 100% made in Italy. Folks, if you haven't yet ordered one, we had 2 guys yesterday that ordered 4 of all colors. And one of them was from UK. The other one was from Belgium or something like that, ordering these shoes. If you want to find out how it matches against everybody else, go to vtmerch.com. On the homepage, you'll see the shoes. Click on the link to go learn more about the shoes and place an order for your husband, for your spouse, for your son, for somebody maybe that works for your company as a recognition. And go to vtmerch.com to place your order. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.